Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're playing Vnwxt Verbose Host in Historic Brawl. Are you wondering if I said Vnwxt properly? Yes, I did. Or that's the canon pronunciation according to some advertising that was on Twitch. For anyone who cares about that sort of thing, sorry to the person who wanted it to be Vnwxt. Anyway. So the basic idea with Vnwxt is that we are playing a bajillion little one-drop flyers that we can play on turn 1. Then we play Vnwxt on turn 2, and we hit them with the turn 1 flyer, and we get speed 2 on turn 2, and then we continue to hit them with little one-drop flyers pretty frequently or pretty consistently, and hit max speed very early, and we use the ridiculous card advantage of that Vnwxt's max speed ability gives us to just drown the opponent in resources and win the game. So to back up all the little one-drop flyers, or like that kind of basic game plan, we are playing every half-decent curiosity effect on Arena, both the one-drop auras that let us draw cards off of the little flying one-drop flyers hitting the opponent, as well as a bunch of the 4-drop ones. We have Mu Yan Ling in here because her thing lets us draw cards off of them too, as well as Reconnaissance Mission and Coastal Piracy. And yeah, that we can draw so many cards with this deck. Also, we have a Sea-Dasher Octopus in here as a side thing, or like another curiosity effect. We can mutate it onto a thing or just flash it in and do that to kind of back all that stuff up or help them actually hit opponents. We are playing a handful of bounce and draw effects. Bounce to clear the way for our creatures, draw because Vnwxt, and yeah, like bounce a creature, draw 2 cards, pretty good. Then we have a small counter magic suite on 2 in Mana Drain, Memory Lapse, and Actual Factual Counterspell. We have a few Planeswalkers in the list, mostly ones that care about drawing to complement the Vnwxt game plan, or like to back all this up. We have Jace Reawakened, who just can give us rolling card draw effects, as well as Kaido Cunning Infiltrator, who also likes when the like kind of flying man strategy. Whenever we hit them, Kaido gets loyalty counters, and then we can just spew 2/1 ninjas for free. And that's pretty solid. We also have, yeah, Big Teferi, who can make gigantic in this deck spirit things, and kill with that. And also, hey, there's a Jace the Mind Sculptor in here, because I realized I didn't have one and should craft it and should put it in this deck. Aside from that stuff, we have like Racer's Scoreboard as another max speed card. There's 1 or 2 other speed things I'm not going to remember offhand. There's other things you could put in this deck, like Prophet's Eidetic Memory should probably be in here. I say being like, I don't know, maybe I'll stick that in before I upload it. This is just how I tested it, and 1 or 2 other ways to convert stuff into kills, like Psychic Corrosion would probably be okay for an actual mill win. We draw enough cards that it would probably work, but I don't like playing mill, and there's room to tinker is the thing that I'm very ramblingly trying to communicate. The mana base is pretty simple. A handful of fetch lands to complement the, like, Brainstorm, Jace the Mind Sculptor stuff, or to help us do the Brainstorm trick. Muruganda Raceway, that was an important max speed thing, because it's just a land that can tap for 2 mana. Great. Broken. OP. Nykthos, again, for cheating on mana. Soulstone Sanctuary, just as a random creature land to throw in here, basically. That's pretty good. A pile of islands and stuff, and yeah, that is more or less the deck. If you like the deck tech and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. always helps the channel a lot. If you want to support the channel even more, click the links in the description below, and via those magical portals, you can become a Patreon supporter or a YouTube member, or you can buy cards through Card Trader, and you'll get a 5% discount if you use my link and my code. That is just Symphoneers, SYMPHONEERS. All that rambling out of the way, let's get on to some actual gameplay. Sure? Sure. Mistway Spy is worse than Mausoleum Wanderer and doesn't sacrifice itself. Probably want to start our engines with Vnwxt, or like we care about that quite a bit. We can also combat research Vnwxt if we get them down. Everybody, Vnwxt here. Start your engines. Beep, beep, beep. Bing bong. Mistway Spy, incrementing our speed to 2. Yeah, then we like combat research Vnwxt and I don't know, Mausoleum Wanderer. Love to sorcery speed a Wildborn Preserver. Okay, people sure do things, don't they? I don't know, I think it's still maybe worth just attacking through this, because either they eat the Mistway Spy and we draw a card off of combat research, in which case, hey, it kind of cantripped or whatever. Or they block Vnwxt and we get to keep the Mistway Spy. They decide keeping us off a card is more important, so we get to increment the speed for free, kind of, sort of. And then we get a Wanderer down. Then we hold up like Malcolm or something, probably. Would have liked to hit a land drop, but, you know. Huntsman's Redemption. Okay. Getting something that screws with the Huntsman's Redemption pre-combat and, like, makes our attacks better. Pretty good. I'll take it. Max speed! Wop 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 wow. Do they eat the Wildborn Preserver? I would like to hit another land at some point. I know I built the deck like this with, what was it, 28 lands? I mean, some of them are MDFCs. 30 lands. But still, we should have drawn one by now. Ashroot Animist, Big Chungo. We draw 2, still no lands. Okay. Well. Our attacks are weird and bad. I mean, we could attack, but we don't have any reason to care particularly about incrementing speed now that we're at max speed. Ashroot Animist, do. Roxanne player really doing some things, and it's great. Everyone loves it. They draw a card. What do you do again? The Animist is a problem, right? Whenever it attacks this power, Yeah, we take 16. Me just getting bored of holding priority. As you do. Most that and, like, vaguely tilted that we've been stuck onto this entire time. Still nothing, huh? Okay. Hey, littlest cabbage. Good to see you, good to have you. And, no problem. Bing bong. I guess Trample makes stuff so annoying here. Or just like, just hit them. Just do some violence. Shock shoots Malcolm, sure. I don't know, I guess we can... Yeah, we're supposed to crack the Mausoleum Wanderer there. I am just genuinely, tilted after today, or like, so, come on. Give me anything. Do we have the Psych Rift for bouncing the Ashroot Animist? Colossal Majesty. Psych Rift the Animist. No attacks? Okay. How about Enduring Curiosity? I don't particularly care, or I don't think that, yeah, them knowing that it's there changes much. So... this stuff happens. We will now be able to reliably hit land drops, and I think that's neat. So we have a repeal. We have Teferi. We have a memory lapse. Roadside blowout, repeal, memory lapse. I think our interaction and stuff is important for just ensuring that we can close out this game, or that's the main thing I'm staring at. 4/4 Wildborn Preserver. Okay. So, land. Sort of funky and fresh. I don't hate sort of funky and fresh, although it does mean that we don't get to do stuff. Why don't we just Crashing Tide the Wildborn Preserver and hold up a memory lapse? That seems pretty good to me. Because we'll draw 1 billion cards. I wonder if I should have self-mill protection or like something in here to not lose to stuff. Yeah. It's fine. Now that we're drawing 1 million cards a turn, I'm less worried. You can have this as a treat. Bristly Bill and this... My mouse is still broken. Please. Please, mouse. Okay. Yeah, great. Our Roxanne opponent gets stuck on 4, and that gives us enough breathing room to just do Vnwxt things. And I think that's neat. Good games to the opponent. Free mulligan, because we have 1 colorless land. This is more workable. This is more workable. Keep. Snare Master Sprite. Are you... Right, you're a commander thing that makes a thing and does some stuff? Okay. Oh, Nykthos Vnwxt. Increment our speed up to speed 2. So we're here now. Bristling Billion. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Emrakul's Messenger, is that... Is there a particular thing we should do? I mean, I don't think it matters. I guess Duelist is like slightly more defensive. Speed 3. Bristling Billiam. 3 power, 3 toughness. Absolutely harrowing. I remember countering a Harrow on curve is, I think, the dirtiest I've ever felt playing Historic Brawl. Or just like, oh, I think I just violated the Geneva Convention. That's not how you're supposed to use that, but okay. Or Springheart Nantuko is just so much more powerful when it's copying creatures with text. Anyway, so we can do stuff pre-combat. Do we care about doing stuff pre-combat? We can, like, Emerald's Messenger. We can also do stuff... Jace is kind of fun for devotion things? I don't know. Just do this. Hit max speed. Racer's scoreboard. Draw 3 cards because Vnwxt things. Discard Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor early in the morning. Petjov. Billion. Hit me, Billion. Repulse. Morgander Raceway. Add to... Sorry, we should do... this?
Everything in due time.
We could draw a card, but I don't think that that's really necessary right now. I don't think that that's... yeah, necessary. Then we can do... combat research on Duelist of the Mind and Archmage Emeritus and Repulse Tatyova. Sure. Discard a land. Bingus Bongus. 8/3 Duelist of the Mind. Gonna draw some more cards. Crab Detective. Everyone loves Crab Detective. Welcome back, Tatyova. I believe we should just be able to kill them off of Duelist of the Mind, right? Because we got, like, 8 cards, or a draw 8 that turn without even drawing because of Vnwxt. No, we just let Jace die, this is fine. We lose a draw trigger doing that, but now we have Archmage Emeritus that we can work with. Cast Emerald's Messenger for free. And then, what? Birthday Escape? I'm just gonna step through it and draw some cards. Very important Duelist. Boot Tatyova back to hand. We have crimed them, so we draw more cards. And yeah. Duelist is just muy gigante, so we do a murder. Good games to the opponent. I guess we've Seagate Restoration. Sure. Sure? I'm interested in trying this hand because I've mostly been keeping hands that have Flying Man on one. And that do the Vnwxt thing really cleanly. So having a hand that where we're invested a bit more in like counterspell, Jace the Mind Sculptor, yada yada yada, is kind of interesting. If they play Joyra, we can... sorry, we can't Psych Rift. I guess we just hold up counterspell. Because I think they go for Joyra here. Joyra is pretty important. I'll counter Trophy Mage. Sea Dasher Octopus. Hi, Joyra. You're a little bit awkward, but we can do the Sea Dasher Octopus, do Vnwxt, boot Joyra back to hand. And then that's a thing. That's a tempo. This gets our game plan happening, and then we can do Teferi or whatever. Or maybe like Jace plus a Flying Man. I guess we could just keep booting Joyra back to hand with Jace. I have never cast Jace the Mind Sculptor before, fun fact, so... let's do that, let's do that thing. Jace the Mind Sculptor, better than all, etc., etc. I say like I know or care about that meme. I do like Joyra. If I had my druthers / wasn't doing content, I would just play like Sten or Joyra artifact combo decks. I guess we should Sea Dasher. And speed 3, draw a card. Okay. Hold up Spectrals. Mausoleum Wanderer might matter. Like, I think having access to the counter magic from it is relevant. Or like the counter spell ability. Cloud Key. The opponent is extremely dangerous now. Hi, Emery. The opponent is increasingly dangerous. Fake card? What does fake card? Yada yada yada. Okay, nothing immediately. Just keep bouncing stuff. Fun thing is, they're not going to block with Emery. So we can do this, and then do this. And even if they do block with Emery, which they aren't going to, we hit max speed, draw 2 cards, get some counters onto Fairy. Flooded Strand. We can draw so many cards this turn. You just like, well, 1, 2, 3. What if we simply draw so many cards?
Much to consider.
Vnwxt.gif. Or just like, yeah, just Vnwxt things. Oh, I miscounted. We could have... I guess we don't immediately care about doing the Teferi Wrath thing. Yeah, I don't know. We definitely could have done more Teferi stuff, but... Mistway Spy, are we dead on board? Key, Sculpting Steel... They don't have Joyra, which is important. Oh, that's okay. Protection from everything. Listen, we can have a little misplay as a treat. No, fake card does fake card things. I ain't reading that. Oh, Chromatic Sphere. Okay. So we have 1 bajillion counters onto Fairy. Protection from everything. Target opponent. Okay. Whoops, I guess.
Who's that handsome devil?
Draw 3 cards. We have too many cards in hand. These will not matter. We do this. Mystic Sanctuary. Psych Rift. I should have thought about this sooner. It's fine. No, this is still fine, right? No, damage. It takes damage, right? To play fake card draft? Spoilers, I simply will not play fake card draft. I just want to hold up mana. I just want to hold up mana. Pardon, E-I-R-U, sync is double blue. Why is it doing like purpley? Really? Okay. This is why we hold up mana. That doesn't use the stack? Our opponent getting very impatient? We do, so, the thing that they can do here if they play this game out, or theoretically the thing that they can do if they're not extremely impatient, is tap Emery, play out Chromatic Spheres and stuff from their graveyard for 0, chain things off of Cloud Key, draw their entire deck, kill me with, I don't know, Paradox Engine or something, but they don't have great setup for that turn. They then, playing things out, block the Giant Spirit with a Joyra, use drawing a billion cards to play out Paradox Engine and kill on the subsequent turn, but we have enough interaction and stuff that we can cut that turn off at the pass, or like cut that game plan off at the pass, and we do win there off of probably just off of the Giant Spirit, like we bounce 2 creatures, attack for 20, and do that thing, so that's kind of where those how stuff be. Yeah, I think that is more or less the game, or I think I am going to call the video there. So thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day, bye-bye.